Warning: the show you are about to watch is for comedic purposes only. We strive to entertain and make you laugh. We strive to keep things family friendly and keep it at a PG 13 rating. The show itself covers news topics that you probably don't see every day, pop culture, TV shows, movies, video games, and a redneck. If we make you laugh just once, then we're doing our jobs. If you get offended in any way whatsoever, go cry to your mom because these two military veterans don't want to hear about it. So sit back, relax, join in on the shenanigans, and enjoy the show. Broadcasting straight to you from the good old interwebs on Accidental Punch TV, it's The Sully Show. Starring JT Hollis and the not-so-mastermind of the entire program, Sully. Join us in our viewer chat. And now, here's Sully!
Hi! Hello, everybody! Good to see you all in our wonderful chat room. Come on in, have some fun with us. I'm Sully, broadcasting live, Bristol, Connecticut, right down the road from ESPN Studios, quite literally a baseball throw, and it'll go in their yard. And then they'll send their dogs after me because they'll be like, what's wrong with you? With me today, as always, is my friend, my redneck brother from another mother. You know him as the Toothless Wonder, this passion singer himself, JT Hollis. Hello, sir.
Good evening, my friend.
Yes, good evening. Hello. Come on into our chat room. Go to twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. That's where the punchers are. That's where the jabbers are on Facebook, YouTube, DLive, we're everywhere. At least we try to be. Twitter as well. So come on in, have some fun with us. The phone lines are open. Pretty much when I say, they are. Putting it out there. Don't be a douche if you're going to call in. Just make sure that you be a part of the conversation. That's all. Want to say hi to Chris, because Chris followed an hour before the show, and I didn't see the notification until just before we went live. So thank you for tuning in. And Chris is also in the chat room. So hello, welcome. JT, who else do we have in the chat room today?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Chris did not come along. Actually, I guess I should say Nakaya did not come along because she brought Chris with her.
Woo woo.
So Nakaya is with us, a.k.a. Lady Death. We also have... He walks in and says, "My fourth vodka tonic has nothing funny to add."
Uh-oh.
I mean, hi. Our good friend Western Echo is with us. We also have, she's early or on time actually for like the third time now. The one and only Hidden Nature, aka Amanda. She is with us.
It's crazy.
And the one and only master of useless information that has saved mine and your asses more times than we can count.
That's true.
The one and only Big Tank, he is with us as well. So good evening, everybody, and I'm sure we're going to have some more come in as the night goes along.
Of course we are, because that's how we roll. So come on in, have some fun, forget about life for a while, because that's what we're here to do. I will say this. We were supposed to potentially be doing a surprise flavored soda taste test today, which basically it sparked last week, and Western Echo was going to be on air with us to do this, but because of the delivery guy didn't get him the box that he needs. So
what if he drank the other ones?
So he only has one. he doesn't have the second box. We're supposed to try 4 different sodas. So
do we call them sodas or do we call them drinks?
Well, they are technically labeled as soda, I believe.
Are they?
I believe so, yes. Weston Echo,
Echo
what's in
says,
the box?
Now, see, it's even harder for me and you, okay? Because he has the extra fridge outside, and he can just stick the whole box in there.
Yes.
We can't do that. We don't have that room. So, our very lovely and much loved other halves, with Nikaya's permission, have unpacked the boxes and put the product, I'll
Yes.
just call it that, the product into the fridge.
Yes.
And what worries me a little bit
Oh.
is comments made without giving anything away.
Uh-huh.
Comments made by said much better halves.
Yes. Oh, yes. But before we do this, just because we have to get this in here, this.
Put the gun
I'll
down.
show you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
Not till you give me the
What's in
gun.
the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
Just tell him already. What's in the box?
Very, very appropriate, by the way. Very appropriate.
So
So, yeah, the comments from your and my much better halves
yeah.
have me suffering from a little bit of trepidation, shall we say?
Sure. Lady Death says that she's already spoken to Kay about yours, and she hasn't spoken to Christy about mine, but we got to get it in the fridge. We have to cool it off. So obviously,
Yes.
right now, I don't know what they are. I have no idea.
Right. And you
What?
learned the hard way last time
I did.
because you didn't refrigerate yours and I did.
But in my defense, they came an hour before the show. So even if I put it in ice, it wouldn't have been enough time to chill it. This time, however, they're in the fridge. They're
Yes.
early enough.
Echo goes, at a guess, it's Florida pizza flavor soda.
That might actually taste pretty decent. But
Yeah, the
first-
things running through my head are extremely scary.
so the last time when Western Echo sent us the sodas, you had one that broke, okay?
Yes.
Which was
Yes,
a
it did.
bummer. It was a bummer that it broke, but we were able to look at the flavors. We knew which ones we were going to be trying. This time, we're not allowed to know at all. So,
Yeah, for me, it's going to be, we start the show and we do whatever, and then we get ready to start the bit.
yes.
And when we get ready to start the bit, it's going to be, honey, can you please bring the 4 bottles of liquid death to me?
See, now for you, that would work out, but for me, it won't. Because Christy can't do stairs at the moment because she had knee surgery yesterday. So
I have
What?
I have a way around that. I'm
going to put it in a cooler and just bring the cooler down.
There
that's
you
all
go.
I'm gonna
Put it
do.
in the cooler, close the lid, keep the lid closed until
That's
it's
it.
time to open.
Yep. So I'm gonna take. I've got a cooler in the storage area that she could just put them in, close it, and then I'll bring it downstairs. So that way I
Yep.
don't know what it is, and I'll put the cooler on it. Jonesy Girl says liquid death. Hey Jonesy Girl, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And T Dog, what up, dude?
Yep. I was just getting ready to say hi to him. So
He also
yes,
says
Jonesy, liquid death. I think you missed or came in at the tail end when we did the taste testing.
yeah, I believe
What
so
was
too.
it? A little over a month ago, wasn't it?
I believe so too. T Dog
Yeah,
says that he
well-
bought AirPod Pro 2 and he swears it sounds like he's in the same room with you. That's cool.
With who? Him or me?
Us.
Or both?
Yeah. Western Echo says, sorry, everyone. It's actually Zima. You know what? That I can handle.
I could too. I could too. I've had my fair share of Zimas in my time. I will not deny. But
it's water.
there actually is a little bit of trepidation because when Micaiah warns you,
What do you mean?
it's not a good thing.
Yeah. No. no. But here's I just have to say, in the conversation that we were having on Facebook between JT, Western Echo, and myself and Lady Death, the first words that Chrissy said, and I'm not making this up, I'm not embellishing, it was, you're actually going to drink this?
All Kay said was, I don't know how any of you are going to drink these and not die.
Yeah. Yep. And then Christy also said, and I quote, I hope these are not, you're not actually drinking these what it says and it's just flavored that way. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So currently they are fully wrapped in bubble wrap and they are laying down on a shelf in my fridge. They're going to be
Mine are
nice
in a
and
drawer.
chilled. It's going to be good. And we'll be good to go next Tuesday. So Echo, make sure you're home because yes, you are going to have to be live on the air with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Amanda says, I don't know if I can watch you guys again. It was unwanted the last time, I was an unwanted witness last time and suffered from it.
Oh,
Trust me, you did not suffer near as much as I did.
Yeah, you got hit hard.
Well, for one, I had to drink the entire bottle of what was it, sour cream or ranch dressing?
So did
ranch
I.
dressing. It was ranch dressing.
So did I.
So that didn't help.
So did I. It was bad.
But
but you had the problem that night and the next day though.
oh yeah, it followed me for a good day and a half afterwards.
Because out of the blue, now mind you, I work from home, so I'm working, and out of the blue, I get a text from JT, and he says, "How's your stomach handling everything from last night?" I'm like, I'm good. How about you? He goes, man, my ass
is raw.
My ass is hurting.
See,
So
now this
clearly-
worries me even more because Nikaya just said in the chat room, you may need both buckets close at hand.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Which I had last time, which I didn't need.
I didn't. I just drank them. So clearly, we have to make sure that our dinner is done like hours before the show.
I'm not eating.
You're not going to eat it all? Oh no.
I'm not gonna. I'll eat in the morning. I'll have lunch, but I ain't having anything
So
after that.
T Dog says, "Have you guys done the one chip challenge?" No.
No, and I can't.
Yeah,
not that I won't, but I can't.
I
That
have
would
no
literally
problem
end me
doing
up
it.
in the hospital.
Yeah, I have no problem doing it. But then we run into the issue of who's going to run the show when it hits me. For
Now,
me,
all the ones I've seen, it hits pretty damn quick.
yeah, for me, I think if I was going to do that type of challenge, it would have to be something that I would have to do a video for, not live. I would have to do a recorded video of me doing the challenge. I wouldn't mind trying it. Wouldn't mind. But with everything that I do behind the scenes, oh no. Oh boy. Hidden Nature says she can help out. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that you're going to look at all this shit and go, what do I do? What do I do? It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Well, what we could do, and I hate to be the enabler to your demise, but, I could, run that part of the show.
That would be interesting, to say the least.
So, we could make it work. It wouldn't be as fancy and high tech as your stuff is, but I could still do it.
Hey, anything's possible. Anything's possible. I'm not saying no.
Either way, folks, spread to your friends. Get a hold of your friends and say, hey, next Tuesday night at 8 o'clock or
Be
7
here.
o'clock, depending on what time zone you're in.
Be here.
Be on the computer, and I'll give you the address to go to, and we're going to get you in because we got a couple of dumbasses
Oh, yeah.
who are going to be partaking in some things that
Yes.
promises to be entertaining. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Promises to be entertaining.
I think I'm going to create a advertisement of what is the mystery flavor we will be trying.
Flavors.
Yes, flavors.
Several.
Flavors. T-Dog says, I want to, but my assistant manager did it, and yeah, nope. I've seen so many different people doing this challenge
Jeez.
of that blue chip. I think Trisha did it once too.
She said she did.
Yeah,
Or was it her brother?
it was either her or her
It was either
brother.
her
I'm
or her
not
brother.
100%
One of the
sure.
two. T-Dog added to your last statement. He says, and he did it right before my boss decided to stop by unannounced. And it was effing great.
See, you can't. That's something you can't even fire the guy for. You can't.
Mhm.
Because that's a you did this to yourself.
Although he would probably appreciate the medical leave.
True. Will chiming in on Facebook. Hey, dude. He says, I favor my insides to stay inside my body. I hear you.
We do too.
Yeah, we do. Too.
We do too. It's going to be fun. Though. It's going to be interesting. That is for sure.
Yeah. Especially since the
But
last
I'm
time.
calling this now.
Yep.
I will not be drinking a full bottle of anything.
No. No.
Maybe a full bottle of Pepto-Bismol afterwards. Matter of fact, I will have Kay pick up a bottle this week.
I'll tell you what. I will, depending on who we have in the chat room,
Mm-hmm.
if we can double our listenership. So everybody, if you follow me on Facebook, you follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff. If you put it on your Facebook page, you can share my post. It's a public post. So for those that are watching on Facebook, next Tuesday, post the link, share it, do whatever. I can see analytics. I can see analytics.
Mm-hmm.
I will come up with a challenge for me, for entertainment purposes only. I will take one for the team. That
Finally.
What do you mean finally? I take one for the team all the time. Come on. I do it more so now than I have ever.
Right. Very true. Very true.
Uh,
Well, while you're thinking how to word this, Western Echo goes, I think we should do a rotation every 5 minutes, like a sip from a new bottle, then 20 minutes later, there we go again.
Ooh. That would be interesting. That is assuming there are 4 bottles. Listen, it wasn't
Well,
his fault.
we both got 4, so
Yes. But it wasn't his fault. The sweet corn wasn't his fault.
no, it wasn't.
That was
No,
whoever
the
delivered
sweet they got cracked or something, and it was leaking all over all the other bottles. So the sweet corn was the one that I really wanted to taste.
It wasn't bad.
And you said it wasn't bad, so that made it even worse. I was like, oh,
It tasted like sweet corn. Buttered corn.
I like sweet corn.
Yeah, sweet buttered corn.
Yum, 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 yum. I'll even put my feet in my feet in.
Now here's the next question. And I don't know if Lady Death will answer this or not. Is this from the same company that we tried the other ones from? That's what I want to know. So I don't know. I don't know if they're the same or not. Western Echo says you can always blend sweet corn with seltzer and drink it on air, JT.
Could, but I'm not going to. And Micaiah's statement before that makes me want to retire from radio.
Uh-oh.
Because she says you never know what I may do or come up with. And whatever she comes up with is going to be aimed at either me or us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Listen, I'm okay with that. It's entertainment for you people. And that's all that
right.
matters. It's
But I
entertainment
have
for the
already
punches.
started, considering retirement. So.
No, you're not allowed. I can't replace you. I'm sorry. It's just, that's not how things work here.
She says, no, they are different companies.
Different companies. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. T-Dog wants to know with a change of subject. Well, let me tell you.
We're going to talk about that.
That, my friend, is absolutely on the list of things to talk about tonight because a lot of things have happened over the weekend. And, well, let's face it. One of the biggest wrestling companies in the world is the WWE. If you don't know that by now, what rock are you living under?
What rock have you been buried under?
Yes. Even JT knows WWE.
I know WWE when it was WWF.
Yes.
I know wrestlers like JYD and
Yeah.
Diamond Dallas Page and Bill Goldberg.
Well, that was WCW.
And, Jake the Snake Roberts
Hulk Hogan.
and Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard Dog.
Kamala the Ugandan Giant.
Big John Studd. George the Animal
There you go.
Steel. They're everywhere, folks. They're
Yup.
everywhere.
Amanda says, sports happened. The end. Next.
Well, in this case, though, whoop, there goes JT's picture again. I really don't know what the hell's going on with that, but you know what? We're going to wing it as we do always. Big Tank wants to let me know about Bushwhacker Butch dying on Sunday. Yes, that was part of what we were going to be talking about. He'd been sick for a while, though. And if you don't remember who the Bushwhackers are, what's wrong with you? What's wrong?
Folks, I know who the Bushwhackers are, so...
What?
You got, the Dudley Boys and they had some great freaking tag teams back in the day.
I loved when the Bushwhackers, as they were getting older, would just run into the Royal Rumble and then get eliminated like 2 seconds later.
Well, what about the guy that went running in and tripped and went under the
yes.
under the ring?
Yeah, that's a good legacy that he'll always have now. Yep.
Vinnie Mac with the mustache, and you had
doesn't he look like
Triple J Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, Double J Jeff Jarrett. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I will say that Vince McMahon looks a little weird. If you haven't seen the news, aside from Bushwhacker Butch passing away on Sunday, and like I said, he had been sick. I think it was 2014 or 2016 they were inducted into the Hall of Fame, which was pretty cool. And this weekend was WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania weekend. So a lot of things happened WrestleMania wise. Unfortunately, I didn't watch WrestleMania this year because let's face it, I can't sit there for 2 days straight and watch wrestling. I missed the 1 day, 3 to 4 hour show and done. 2 days.
Right.
That's a little rough.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Little rough for my liking when it comes to WrestleMania. And there's nothing wrong with that. Believe me, I get it. People on, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, they all need to be on the grandest show of them all. But if you threw more matches in there, you'd get more. 10 minutes. That's all you need. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to show a good story. That's really all you need. But I guarantee you, a lot of the buildup, you lead into other commercials and other matches and stuff that's going to go for the other way around and so on and so forth. It's just interesting, to say the least. Well,
Right.
the rumors had been going on for quite some time about McMahon selling WWE. And this weekend, I think it was Monday. Monday was the actual news that happened, where a deal was finalized between a merger of the WWE and parent company of UFC, Endeavor. And they're creating like a whole new company out of the whole thing. But there's Vince McMahon right now. And I don't know what to think of this.
Oh my God. That's Vince McMahon?
That's Vince McMahon. Yep.
What the hell happened to him? He looks like a totally different freaking person. Porn star Vince. Yeah, exactly, T-Dog. Even Nakia said, what in the hell is that? Although she was a little more colorful about it. Big Tank says the merger was done on Saturday, but waited till Monday to announce to not freak people out that it was a prank.
Yeah. But, at the same time, it's interesting that this has been happening. And the other thing is, Vince has full creative control. And he owns all of the IP. Hidden Nature, he's growing for a new role. We'll call him Rico.
Rico Suave.
Yeah. Big T-Dog says, did they say what it was sold for? Yes. Verbally.
Put it this way, there's a B in it.
Verbally, Vince gave a number of $9 billion.
Oof.
The official number was $9.3 billion. Holy crap.
Give me 1% of that.
Just one.
Just 1%. I'll be happy. You know what? Give me 0.5% of that, and I'll be happy. 0.5%, and I'll be happy.
Western Echo, he looks like a Colombian drug lord.
Yeah, he's what the hell's the guy from the Sinaloa cartel that they just brought in? The one that escaped from jail.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
I don't remember the name.
That's his replacement.
I had seen multiple people on Facebook say that he was Vincent Price. I'm like,
Yeah, El Chapo.
not wrong. El Chapo.
Was it El Chapo? Yeah, Vincent Price. I can see some Vincent Price in there. Pablo Escobar, that's it. Pablo Escobar.
Oh,
He's Pablo's replacement.
that reminds me of our imaginary friend, Pablo Escobar III.
Yes.
Roar,
Yeah.
even. Gomez Adams after a stroke.
Oh my
man.
God.
Will says he's got a caterpillar on his lips. Not wrong. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like when it comes to the wrestling business, Vince has done so much when it comes to
Right.
that. But seriously,
T-Dog says, F it. I'm gonna grow a stupid stash too.
and Nate's your mustache. Again.
That's when you definitely play shaving a haircut 2 bits.
Shave and a haircut.
It looks, here's what it looks like. It looks like he's trying out for the geriatric version of Grease.
I feel bad. Because it's like, whoa. They, not to mention the overdye job on his hair. Way overdyed. His hair is black.
Get it? All he needs is the leather jacket with T-birds on the back, and he's good to go.
Yeah. T-Dog wants to know, you think if it will water down UFC? So that's where I think a lot of the rumors are going to be coming from, because Triple H went on Monday Night Raw last night and flat out said, we're not going anywhere. That's what he said. We're not going anywhere. He's like, let's just kill the elephant in the room right now. We are not going anywhere. WWE will always be the WWE. Doesn't matter if Endeavor takes over or UFC takes over. Now, will it water down the UFC? Probably not. What I think is going to happen, though, is you're going to see more of the UFC fighters going to the WWE when their time is up, or possibly take a break from fighting.
Yeah.
You know, that way they keep exercising, they keep in shape, and now they're learning wrestling. It's worked out for Bobby Lashley. It's worked out for Brock Lesnar. Both of them.
I worry that it would water them down. That it would water down the WWE.
I don't think it'll water down the WWE or the UFC. I really don't, because if in a lot of ways it's a way for them to keep in shape and to keep practicing and doing what they need to do. You know, Ronda Rousey, same thing. She went over to WWE too. So Ken Shamrock,
after she got her ass kicked.
true, but still she had a good record. She had a really good record. But look at guys like Steve Blackman and Ken Shamrock. You know, those guys were at the beginning of UFC, and they all transitioned to the WWE. And then, you know, moved on, you know. So Western Echo makes a very good point. Are you really concerned about pro wrestling being watered down?
But you know what I mean. And am I really concerned? Not in the least.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
This is how I keep up with wrestling. You know, they put up the little, you know, top 10 moments from Monday night and from Friday night and from Saturday, you know, and I watch those. That's how I keep up with what's going on in wrestling.
That's really all you need, because I haven't watched a full Monday Night Raw in a really long time. I haven't. And it's not because I don't want to. It's one, we do the other podcast on Monday nights, and two, it's the same stuff. I've seen it all. That doesn't make me any less of a wrestling fan, because I still keep up with everything. I keep up that Brock Lesnar turned on Cody Rhodes. I keep up on Roman Reigns and being the head of the table, where hopefully one day The Rock and Roman Reigns will fight at WrestleMania. Will it happen? I don't know, but it'd be pretty cool. It really would. It'd be cool. I know Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Like I'm keeping up with things. Okay, I am. I keep up with things, but I don't have to watch 3 hours of wrestling anymore. I don't.
Exactly.
I don't.
It's almost too boring to sit there and watch 3 hours of wrestling anymore.
There's so much bullshit going on in between, and it's nothing against them. It's really not. I love AEW. I love NXT. I love WWE. I love all of that stuff when it comes to it. But I feel that if you got rid of some of the segments that are there and throw matches in, it would be more entertaining. It would be more entertaining for them to be wrestlers instead of entertainers. You know? Bring back the Attitude Era. That would, or some pieces.
Bring
of
back the Road
Era.
Warriors. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Or the Dudley Boys. You know, same era, but still.
You know, bring those. You know, don't recreate the Attitude Era, but make it something where it keeps people interested.
Right. Western Echo says some of the segments equal 90% of the WWE soap opera, leaving us with 7-minute long Raw shows. Want to say hi to my daughter, Kaylin, who just came in, the world's best daughter. Good to see you, kiddo.
What up?
This is what I think they need to do, Sully.
Hmm.
The one issue that I really have with what they do now is in the old days, when you had a tag team, you had a tag team. And that was all they did unless something happened and they broke up. You know, like the Dudleys, Road Warriors, you know, all those, the old fashioned style tag teams. You had the tag team division and then you had the solo division, you know, where now everybody's teaming up with every freaking buddy.
Yeah.
And you don't have true, well, you have a couple true tag teams like the Usos, like the Street Profits, you know, teams like that that stay together as a team.
Look,
you don't have that anymore.
Look,
you know.
he does keep up with it. Good for you. You know what? Good for you, man. Seriously, good for you.
And the only thing I can say is, how do you take care of the bloodline? Tourniquets work really well.
Yeah, true. Western Echo says octagon matches with real chairs, real axes, and lions. Basically, bring back Roman gladiator shows. Then I'll watch WWE.
I would watch that.
Yeah, that would be entertaining. That'd be entertaining.
Caitlin says that she's half asleep, but she wanted to stop in at least. And she has a good reason. She was up at like 5 o'clock this morning and picked up at like 5:20 this morning to go to the hospital with her mother because her mother was having surgery. So it's understandable. It's understandable that you're tired, kiddo.
Lady Death says original ECW. All right.
Amanda, points for Hufflepuff. I mean, JT.
Well, you didn't give him the point number. You have to give him the point number.
Right.
Just saying. Do I think it's going to be a bad thing? No, I don't. Will I think WWE will change the way they're doing things? No, I don't. Will I think more UFC fighters will go into the WWE? Yes, absolutely.
I think the biggest thing they need to do is they need to try and keep WWE and UFC separated like they are now. You know, it's still having your own product, and
Sure.
you're going to get the crossover, you know, from people leaving UFC and coming to WWE and that kind of thing. But I still think they need to try to keep them separate entities as much as possible.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
That would be, because that's always been the biggest thing. You know, when one company's bought out another company, it's always been, you know, they combine everything. No, in this case, I think the best thing you could do is keep them as much as separate entities as possible.
Yeah.
You know, to try to keep them. You could almost say keep them as pure as possible.
Yeah.
I guess. Want to say hi to Sammy?
What up?
He came in and said, howdy. Hope all are doing great. Good to see you, Sammy. It's been a while.
Doing well.
T-Dog.
Can we at least bring back bra and panties matches?
It's basically what they're wearing now anyway.
So, okay. So just to just to kind of touch on that, that will never happen again. Ever.
Yeah, probably not.
Will
Probably
never
not.
happen again.
Rape on live TV.
Yeah, pretty much. It will never
Pretty
happen
much,
again.
You know?
It's misogynistic.
Yes. But I mean, you think about it, you're really not missing that anyway.
No,
with
you're not.
90% of the freaking outfits that the women are wearing.
Truth. True. And let me tell you, the women wrestlers today, oh my God, they are phenomenal. They are wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
They are wrestlers.
Misogynistic. That sounds. Western Echo. Misogynistic sounds fun. Who isn't fond of massages?
Big Tank says YouTube has the lingerie fighting league. Of course they do. Oh my God. So
Oh my God.
in the long run, things are gonna change. Yeah, yes, things are
Right.
gonna change, but a lot of things are gonna stay the same. And that pretty much goes for anything in life anyway. You know, you're always gonna have things that are gonna change, and then you're gonna also always have things that you're like, no. What wait, why? And that like the mustache. Vince,
Hmm.
get rid of the mustache, man.
Yeah, yeah,
All due
and the
respect,
and the hair
you
thing
know,
too.
all
Just,
due
go
respect.
back to the gray. You
But,
look better that way.
but that's the thing. With all due respect, just get rid of the mustache. You don't need it. You don't need it. And
Yeah.
I mean that. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Listen, he's a freaking millionaire, billionaire, whatever. He doesn't care. I get it. Take it from
Yeah.
someone who doesn't like having hair. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. But like I said, things are going to change, and
Right.
then there are going to be things that don't change. Like
Right.
for example, last week we did a little segment on why men pay more for life insurance than women do. So I showed a video of two people that post stuff on YouTube and TikTok, and as
The soccer ball bit for those who don't remember.
yeah, the soccer ball bit. Well,
Yes.
it turns out there's more. Not from them. I mean, there's more from them, but I found another one. And yeah, I'm going to say the same thing that I said before. This is why women live longer than men.
Hmm.
Because
Well, and
yeah,
the nice thing is, Sully, is that these types of videos will be in as much of abundance as our dumbass stories.
yes,
So there's no problem there.
no doubts, no doubts. Well, I'm just going to show the video because I really think you guys need to see what's out there for your entertainment purposes only. Do not try this at home. Do not be stupid enough to try this at home. Listen.
And if you do, please record it and send it to us.
Yeah, also true, because we'll use it for the show. Yep. I'm just gonna hit play.
Run and roll. Run.
Oh,
Run and
Jesus.
roll. Run.
Hidden nature, I'm taking notes.
Run and roll. Run.
So you need to make up a bit for That's How I Roll thing, and this is the video in the background.
I mean, come on. This is yeah.
But and Big Tank makes a good argument. He says, "Hey, then why do women don't pay more for car insurance? I've been to 1,000 accidents in and out of state, and 85% of the people that caused the accidents were women."
Yeah, it's true. But they don't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They don't. But this
The main thing is this is why women live longer than men.
yes. This is why women live longer than men and why our life insurance is more expensive.
Yes. Nikaya says you're supposed to get a big rig tire so that you can fit your whole body in it. That just looks uncomfortable as hell. And there are videos out there of people in the big size tires rolling downhill completely
Yes.
inside of the tire.
Yes, and I've seen that.
It does not end well.
But the question is, how the hell did he get out of the tire?
With help.
Because I'm pretty sure his head is stuck in the track.
Right. It is definitely stuck in the track of the tire.
Big
Sorry.
Tank says that a better video for it is Grown Ups 2 with David Spade. Now, don't get me wrong. That is a good video. Full of stunt people. No. Stunts are one thing. This, totally different.
Amanda wants to know if this is a new Pokemon. We call him Rubber Don. It says a buddy of his said that I have a torch. We'll melt it off.
There you go. That's a good way to get rid of it. Absolutely.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
That's one way to do it. Sure enough. So again, why women live longer than men? It's just common knowledge.
Well, and the nice part is we actually can find women doing stupid shit like that too.
Yeah.
So,
Hidden Nature says 2 points for Hufflepuff. You got 2 points there, dude. You're on a roll.
Echo said he always thought of me as more of a Ravenclaw.
Yeah, you know what? I could probably see you as a Ravenclaw. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I could be a whiny little bitch if need be.
Listen.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
You did. You did. And that's okay. That's okay. Because, from there, obviously now we got to go into all the other good stuff that we're doing, which would be the Guinness Book of World Records. I mean,
yeah, buddy.
How many are we at now?
Can we say 40 weeks in a row of live shows having a world record story? 40 weeks now.
40 weeks
and
of live shows, folks.
I'm proud of that, folks, because you know how many other things I've done consistently for 40 weeks?
A lot.
Pretty much nothing other than being married to Kay.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense. For some reason, my Chrome just crashed, so I'm pulling it back.
Oh,
up
jeez.
here. That was a new one.
You're having issues over there.
I would rather Chrome crash.
Yes, definitely.
Than
that. Don't finish that statement.
Yeah.
Don't finish that statement.
Nope. Not gonna finish that statement at all.
And not, but anyway, because you thought it.
Right.
So
Right.
We're gonna do a little bit different here for the next couple of weeks, though.
Oh. Please enlighten.
Because I've actually found a group here, multiple people.
Oh.
And it actually has stories that go along with the individual and the record or records.
Okay.
That they set, which
right.
I thought was pretty cool. And since New York City has been in the news so much here, I thought it appropriate to start out with a gentleman who is out of New York City.
Oh, well, that's nice.
You like that? Ashrita Furman, 65 years old, is who we're going to talk about tonight. This gentleman owns more than 800 world records, to include records such as the longest duration jumping on a pogo stick underwater, 3 hours and 4 minutes. The most throws and catches of a fire sword in 1 minute was 66.
Okay.
And the fastest time to push an orange 1 mile using only one's nose. 22 minutes and 41 seconds.
Okay, the fire sword is probably the coolest one.
Right. By the way, his day job is a health food store owner.
So he's got time to kill.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Now, Furman has twice been recognized by Guinness for holding the most records in the world, a distinction they no longer recognize. Among the hundreds he holds, one that really stands out is the time he beat 2 yaks in a 1 mile long race.
Oh,
That's interesting. It was an attempt at the record for the fastest mile hopping in a potato sack, and I had been training for it. I was on a plane to Mongolia for vacation, and there are yaks in Mongolia, so I decided I was going to try to race a yak while I was in a sack.
wait a minute. I'm still stuck on he was going on vacation to Mongolia.
Right? Echo says there's a joke strictly for Sully.
Yeah, the orange needs to be pushed with his nose is only impressive if he does it on the Merritt Parkway. So for all those Connecticut folks, yep, you know what it's like.
There you go. There you go.
Just like 95.
Author's note, I went to a yak farm and talked to the farmer, and he liked the idea. He had a number of yaks there, and I chose the oldest looking yak, of course. One of his horns was actually upside down. I thought, okay, maybe I have a chance. He was all set up. The locals are gathered. And then I see that they switched yaks on me. They got this really athletic looking yak. How the hell isn't a yak athletic looking?
Well, I mean, there's possibilities.
The only advantage I had was there was a rider on the yak, so he had that sort of disadvantage of carrying the extra weight.
Oh.
We started racing. One of the rules, and I just moved it and I lost my spot.
Womp womp.
There we go. We started racing. One of the rules is that your foot is emerging. If your foot is emerging from the bag, you have to stop and switch into a new bag. We started racing, and I was actually doing pretty good against the yak, but every time I had to switch bags, he would go ahead, and then I would catch up. At some point, the yak and rider just disappeared. I remember thinking, what happened? Well, that yak got tired. The rider got another yak, and it was the original yak that I had chosen.
Ah,
We raced to the end of the mile, and I beat him by a nose. I did break the record for the fastest mile with 16 minutes and 41 seconds.
holy crap.
Now, this one's a fun one here.
I
This
think I'm
one
losing my
actually
faith in
involves
humanity.
vomiting.
I really do.
What'd you say?
I think I'm losing my faith in humanity.
Well, for me, I never really had faith in humanity, so I'm okay.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. Yeah.
Furman's most painful record, and the one he's most proud of, was for most continuous forward rolls or somersaults. I saw the record for forward rolls in the book, and I did a few rolls, and I immediately got dizzy. I said, wow, that's amazing. The record was 8.3 miles.
Yikes.
I went out after midnight to the local track, and I would roll around. I would count, and I could do maybe 100. And to me, that became a challenge. I remember going out once around the track, and it was 200 meters, and I was thrilled. At that time, I didn't think of using padding. There was glass on the track, and there was dirt, and I was bruised, and I was dirty, and I eventually managed to do 10 miles in Central Park, and it was rough. I remember throwing up many times.
Oof.
Well, when he decided that he was going to, the time that he decided that he was going to row for the record, he says this. There was a thing back in those days called carbo loading, where the night before a long distance event, you have a big carbohydrate meal.
Yes. Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
The
Me too.
worst.
I had 4 slices of pizza with everything on it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. That's gassy though. That's oof.
You know,
Oof.
But of course, it did not get digested. So I started throwing up while I was rolling. It has to be continuous rolling, but you're allowed to stop to throw up. Nice of them to put that in there.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting dumber from this now.
Right. Needless to say, it was a little messy. It was a hilly course, and I'd only trained on a track. The hills threw me off. After 4 or 5 miles, I'm thinking, I'm never going to finish. Sometimes with these really tough records, you're battling not only your physical exhaustion, but also your mind. What's even more important is to quell those doubts and to quiet your mind, which is what meditation is. Medication works too. It's quieting your mind. I'm trying to push back those doubts. Well, he ended up that he did set the record.
Wow.
12 and a quarter miles in a time of 10 hours and 30 minutes. It was exhausting, but it was fun, and it was very fulfilling pushing past those challenges. I felt uplifted for 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. It was one of the highlights of my life, really.
So,
Do you want to hear a story about the pogo stick real quick?
No. I think I just lost brain cells on that. I really do. Like we deal with a lot of stupid people, stupid articles, shit like that to entertain people. But this one, nothing against him, because I give him credit for doing what he did, but oh my Lord.
Well, and here's the funny thing.
No.
Here's the funny thing is the way that I found these articles. Because I Googled interesting world record stories.
Oh, see, that was bad. That was bad. Shouldn't have done that, my friend. Shouldn't have.
So next week, we're going to talk about Getty out of Las Vegas.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
That means next week's show is going to be jam-packed. Good luck, folks. You're on your own. Bring as many people in to watch us suffer. Not just
right. So there you go, folks. 40 weeks in a row of live shows of having a world record story in it.
Yeah. Well, with that, we're going to take a break. Because I feel we need it after that. I really do. I feel that we need to take a break and just compose ourselves and just take a breather real quick. Western Echo says, realistic sci-fi novel written in the 1950s. In the future, there are 73 genders and Guinness World Records for pogo stick jumping underwater. You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not wrong.
And actually, I think it's more than 73, though. But
you know what? And but before we go on break, that's one thing. You know, Echo, I've got some homework for you. Just because it just popped in my head with the whole realistic sci-fi novel thing. Lately, and I'm sure you've seen these, lately, there are people claiming that they are time travelers from the future. And just with that, I know he's down in the New York, New Jersey area. He just rolled his eyes. Because I know he's going to find a shit ton of stuff. And his reply, ugh. So here's my homework for you. And if you can bring this to the show next week, that'd be great. Your homework is to find the worst one that you've seen recently. Not one from like 3 or 4 years ago, but recently. And I want to bring it to everybody's attention and show it just to see everybody's reactions on things. The worst one you can find where nothing came true. Nothing. We can't use The Simpsons because their shit comes true.
Yep. Very true. Very true.
And he says he hates this homework assignment, but okay. Thank you, sir. I know you're going to find a good one. I know you could.
Yeah, no doubt.
With that, we're going to take a break. When we come back from break, I can't believe I read that, as well as the dumbass of the week. And of course, we're going to be promoting our show for next week because we're going to be doing a lot of tasting. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. So, if you like what we do, click the follow and the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified every time we go live. It's good to have. It's good to have a nice reminder. You know, in case you're sitting around doing nothing and there's nothing on TV, boom, notification pops on when we're live. But help us out and spread the word. Take the link, put it on your social media, and share the love. Share the love. You are listening and watching The Sully Show right here on Accidental Punch TV. We will be right back. Oh, yes, we will be right back.
Veteran Garden Deco loves to make things that put smiles on people's faces. Memorabilia from their time in the military, police, fire, EMTs, or maybe even just your own personally owned business sign. Check us out on Facebook.com/Veteran Garden Deco or on the interwebs at VGDshop.com. Do us a favor and hang some VGD on your wall today.
When I served, my work was critical, and I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
I lost all of my friends when I got out. Had to start my whole life over.
I didn't know what to do each day. Then my marriage hit a real rough patch.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide. I called the Veterans Crisis Line. I tell my buddies to call in case they ever need it.
When I retired, things slowed way down and lots of bad memories came back. I still go through tough times, but I'm glad I called.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
The person on the other end of the line isn't going to judge. Lots of responders are veterans too.
We all need to take care of ourselves. If you're going through a rough time, call the Veterans Crisis Line.
Police said they were called for a robbery. Wow, holy crap. You don't have any
And
problems.
that's the thing.
Oh my God, did you guys just see that? Realm.
Realm?
Realm.
This is what they had to say. Dear McMillian.
McMillian. Yeah.
Dear McMillan 2014.
He found out I was going to be here and he was like, F word.
No.
We're never going to get there.
That's not
Nice
true.
catch. Right now, as you said, we do have Western Echo. Wecker? The hell is Wecker?
Miners removal from the Edna Mahan. Edna. Wow, holy shit. Guys, if you've ever wanted to get into podcasting before and you have that great idea, make sure you go to anchor.fm. It's free to do. And you know what? Even if you don't know how to get your show out onto all these other markets like Spotify and Google Play and Apple and all the other ones that are out there, Anchor will do it for free. That's right. You upload right to your own show page and they will take care of the work for you. That's how easy it is. And if you really, really get into it and you start getting a lot of people listening and watching your show, you can always set it to monetize and you can get sponsors for your show. It's that simple and that easy. Again, the website is anchor.fm. Check them out. And of course, if you want to check our show out each and every week because you missed it live, go to anchor.fm/The Sully Show. We're on almost all the major markets right now for podcasting. Check it out, anchor.fm/The Sully Show. It'll be your turn to take the show with you wherever you want to go. Have you ever been browsing the interwebs and you found that one special article or video where you say to yourself, man, that person's a complete and total dumbass? Well, if you have, we would like to see it and use it for the show. All you have to do is send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com, put dumbass of the week in the subject line, put the link, tell us who you are, and we'll give credit where credit is due. If you don't want to do that, you can always sign up for free and join our Discord channel. It's real simple, real easy. We're there. For those that watch on Twitch, we have a link, discord.gg/JCKETJZ. Doesn't matter, just do it, and you can sign up for free. It's real simple. You can link your Twitch account and all that other good stuff. The Dumbass of the Week, right here on The Sully Show, every Tuesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Accidental Punch TV. Join the awesomeness. You know you wanna.
Actually done a couple of VGD projects for.
Mostly because, according to Christopher Freilander, wow, holy shit. This is like the perfect time to jump into Lake Michigan. Wow, holy crap. Because we already did the whole in bed bit. So there you go.
Right.
It kind of went around the west end of Long Island. Not the west end, sorry, the east end of Long Island. Wow.
Authorities recovered the stolen car a few days later.
Leader? What the?
Yeah, a few days later.
News Channel 5 reports that according to Murphy's, wow, they're starting to do confetti not confetti, wow, graffiti.
Jesus promised to get rid. Do you want to try it?
We're back. Hello. Hi. JT's back too. We're all here. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in for the first hour, and of course, continuing on with the second hour. I do appreciate it. Don't forget, end of the show, we'll do a raid on someone's channel. Don't know who. I kind of just do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. Next week, tell your friends. Post it on your social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever. We're going to be doing a flavored soda challenge where we don't know what the flavored soda is. So yay to Lady Death for that. I appreciate it. As always. We're just waiting for Western Echo to get his. No, we do appreciate it.
We appreciate the thought. But remember, vengeance is sweet.
Oh, boy.
That's all I'm going to say.
JT's already plotting his revenge. It's great. Oh, man. What are we going to do now?
One of the things is I don't think she would come on camera, and you can't have much fun getting revenge on somebody on the phone.
Sure you can.
So, yeah. Not the kind of revenge that I would want to get.
Western Echo says it's the lost dignity of the human race flavored soda. Not wrong, but...
No, probably not.
But who am I to say no to a challenge? Seriously, who am I? Listen, anybody wants to do some type of challenge, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll do it. Within reason, obviously, because we are streaming and we don't want to get kicked off. I like to think that we keep a clean slate here while we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube and DLive and all that. Try to keep things PG-13-ish. Light R. Mostly PG-13-ish, because you just never know. But stuff like that, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. I do eventually want to try Willie Pete's chocolate, their mother of all bars challenge, but I don't know if I can do it on air. It's a
wait.
Yeah. What?
What was this called again?
Willie Pete's chocolate.
Okay. And what's the challenge?
The mother of all bars? Yeah. So little history. I don't know if you remember, but we have done this before. Willie Pete's chocolate. I do know who owns it. They're friends of mine, so I do know it. And they make chocolate bars with a kick.
with a kick.
Yes, you will not be able to do it because you don't like the hot shit.
It's not that I don't like it.
It's
I
your
used
body
to. I
doesn't-
used to love the hot shit. I can't anymore
Yes.
because of the crap that they pumped in my freaking system when I went to the war.
Correct. Well, when it comes to that, it is a pound of chocolate. It is their extreme heat rating for their chocolate bar. And you have to do it in a certain amount of time. I think, if I remember correctly, the current record is under 2 minutes.
Okay, well,
around
while
the
you're
2 minute.
looking, what do you get if you don't succeed in this?
The shits and the runs.
Okay, what do you get, which is what I kind of expected.
Yeah.
But what do you get if you do complete this besides the shits and the runs also?
Well, you got to remember that this is all former military people that run this.
Okay.
So bragging rights. Bragging rights. Simple as that.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you gotta have like a T-shirt or something, you know.
Oh, I'm sure they do. So let me pull up the info for the mother of all bars because this is the good shit. Let's see. The current time, the current record for them, 1 minute and 54 seconds. 1 minute and 54 seconds. They have a point system.
Okay.
I just don't know if I'd be able to handle it, especially live on air. Because here are the rules. Here are the rules for the Mother of All Bars challenge.
Okay.
I am corrected. It is a half pound of chocolate. Half pound of chocolate.
Okay.
Dark chocolate infused with Carolina Reapers and caramel filling with ground scorpion peppers.
Woo!
Yeah,
Damn, they hitting you from both sides on that one.
Yeah, it's high on the Scoville meter when it comes to.
I was gonna say, what's the Scoville ranking on it?
Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up because I think the picture is cut off a little bit. Danger. Danger. So there's that. But here are the rules. You must consume the entire Mother of All Bars live on camera with no liquid relief. The Mother of All Bars must not be altered in any way, melted, chopped up, frozen, turned into a milkshake, etc. Those are the rules. Yikes. Don't get me wrong, I love chocolate. I love hot stuff. No, I would not be able to do this.
Okay, so here's my question.
Yes.
Here's my question.
Uh-huh.
Since we know that you admittedly, yourself admitted to the fact that you especially on air, because we have to consider that.
Yes.
Do they make said chocolates in smaller sizes?
Not this one.
No?
Not this one.
Do they make hot chocolate bars or things in smaller sizes?
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, there's nothing saying that we can't go with, and maybe not something that's as extreme as that one, but maybe still high up on the scale of the Scoville rating for you to partake of during a show?
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to, because that would just be torturous. Torturous. I personally don't think I could handle the hot of the extreme danger on that Scoville scale. No.
Right.
No.
Want to say hi real quick. The big fan who's joined us in the chat room says, "Is it just me, or are you really cute today?"
It's because I shaved.
I'm just really cute.
I shaved today. You know, it's that's what I did. So welcome back, dude. Seriously, welcome back.
The face or the head?
Just, for me, I shaved both. I shaved my head and my face.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise, little Jedi's like, "You need to shave, Dad." Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Sammy says he needs to shave. Go for it, but after the show.
Well, and Sammy also said that he says, if it doesn't look like it'll put me in cardiac arrest, I'll try it with you.
Yeah, no. No. I know your health history. No.
Right,
No.
exactly.
Unless
we
the
would
doctor
not want to
clears you.
lose Sammy to a hot pepper challenge that we challenged him to. It would not look good out for the show at all.
Happening. Not happening. I don't think so. No. I'm not going to be the reason that you die on me. No. Because then I will have to claim that it is not my fault. He made those actions on his own.
Right.
So don't do it. You can do it all by yourself. I mean, but no, I'm not taking the blame. Nope. I'm not taking the blame for killing somebody. Nope. Not happening. Not happening. But I will say this, the chocolate that they do make is delicious. It really is. So they don't sponsor the show, but I will flat out always give my love to my friends and say, go check out WilliePeachChocolate.com if you like that hot chocolate, the spice, the flavor, the heat. Check them out. They've got some really, really great chocolate bars. You'd love it. You'd love it.
What's the website, Sully?
WilliePeachChocolate.com.
There you go.
WilliePeachChocolate.com. And
Sammy still wants to check out the deets on it.
And it's Willie with a Y, not an IE. So it's WilliePeachChocolate.com. Check them out. And if you, order something, tell them you got it from me. Just tell them, hey.
And we do have to put out this disclaimer. We here at the Sully Show are not responsible for you being a complete dumbass. You are on your own if you contact Willie Pete's House of Heat.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Sammy wants to know, what way do you spell Pete's?
The link is there, folks.
There you go. There you go.
Is there. Boom. That's how I roll.
I like that.
Willie Pete's
I like that.
Chocolate.
Willie Pete's House of Heat.
Willie Pete's House of Heat. I like it. I like it.
I do too.
And they don't just have the hot stuff. They got the mild stuff too. So check it out. Check it out. And like I said, if you order something, tell them Sully says hi.
There you go. You might get a discount. You never know.
You never know. Maybe we could. I'll work it out with them. They're doing very good. And Lady Death loves the name. So, yes, I will absolutely 100% promote my friends, people that I know, so on and so forth. So, by all means,
definitely
check them out. If you like it, order it, try it, do what you need to. I've tried some of their stuff. They're delicious. It really is. It's delicious. So, anyway,
nice.
Let's move on because, we gotta move on. And, well, before I go any further, the still picture that I showed earlier of Vince with his mustache and hair, Echo posted it in the chat not too long ago with an image. So if you didn't see it, shame on you. If you're listening or chiming in through Discord, you would have seen it. Vince McMahon says WWE after years of failing to obtain photos of Spider-Man. He does look a little like J. Jonah Jameson. Not gonna lie. Although J. Jonah Jameson had the Hitler mustache.
Yes, he did.
And then he also posted a picture of his face photoshopped on top of M. Bison from Street Fighter, the movie, also known as Raul Julia, who that was one of his greatest roles ever. Because he just, Raul Julia was awesome. He really was.
Yeah, Nikaya says, I'll send them to my enemies.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Well, folks, with that being said, we're going to do this.
It's time for I Can't Believe I Read That! That's right. It's time for I Can't Believe I Read That, where we take 5 news articles from the good old interwebs and, well, we bring them to your attention because, honestly, you need to know what's going on out there in the world. And I'm not talking about the politics and anything. I'm talking about the stuff that's just going to make you go, huh? What? Did I just read that? Seriously? Yes. I can't believe I read that. It's awesome sauce. If you have an article or video that you want us to show because you said to yourself, hey, I can't believe I read that. Can't believe I watched that. Send it to us, accidentalpunch@gmail.com. Put I can't believe I read that in the subject line. Tell us who you are, post a link, and we'll use it for the show. Or post it in our I Can't Believe I Read That Discord channel. Real simple, real easy to do. This week, we got some doozies. Short ones, not too long.
Echo says, and I was having such a good buzz after 5 vodka and tonics.
You might want to have another one.
He's going to have another one to get his buzz back.
Might want to have another one. Just saying. Just putting it out there, folks. Just putting it out there. Well, this first one was given to us by Lady Death. Oh, yes, Lady Death, you always give us the good stuff. Which is true. She does. Always.
Yes. Yes.
Allow me to introduce you to a wonderful gentleman from Clearwater. Yes, Clearwater. I can already tell you're all so thrilled that I mentioned Clearwater.
Well, you know it's got to be good if you started out with Florida.
Well,
that was for those who didn't know that Clearwater was in Florida.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. It's good stuff that way. It really is. It's good stuff that way. Well, this one, folks, buckle up. Buckle up for a wild ride. Because here we go. Yep, here we go. See this gentleman right here? Of course you do. This, my friends, is Victor McCleskey. Victor McCleskey. Notice how he's wearing a Trust Jesus shirt, which is perfectly fine. Do what you got to do. Well, he is a Newport Richey pastor who was arrested after police said he refused to sign a citation he received for violating a buffer zone while protesting at a Clearwater abortion clinic. Yep.
So it's not like a traffic ticket where if you don't sign it, it's, not a big deal kind of thing.
No, it's more of a misdemeanor than anything.
Right.
It really is. It's more of a misdemeanor because, it is what it is when it comes to this.
Right.
But, and I stress the but here, not only was he arrested for this misdemeanor charge, but another man, Nicholas Bostic, 26, were both given the citation. And after they violated a buffer zone while they were protesting outside of the Bread and Roses Women's Health Center, The two men were the first to be cited for violating the buffer zone, and they approved this buffer zone unanimously by the city council earlier in the month. Makes sense. The citation comes with a $130 fine. Not too bad. That's not bad. That's really not bad for a citation.
No, not at all.
But now you got arrested too. He's quoted by saying, "We will continue to preach against the murder of babies, and I believe we should be loud against the murder of little babies in the wombs." To each their own. To each their own. A debate I will never get into. A debate that I will never talk about. However, it is more for the fact that this idiot refused to sign a citation that would have cost him $130. $130! And now has to pay bail too. Western Echo says, more of a Mr. Meaner.
I wanted to say something, but I didn't.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's the way that you were saying it. It was funny.
I mean, if I had my boo button hooked up. Nope, that's not it. Nope. My crickets. Yep. So close, but I understand. I do understand. Dumbass. The guy's a dumbass. He says crickets, a car crash, or both. Oh, okay.
How about crickets causing a car crash?
Oh. I got to get my boo sound effect back. I had the old lady from the old peasant from Princess Bride going boo boo. I got to get that soundbite back. I got to find it. It's on my hard drive somewhere. And Western Echo says, coincidentally, the same result of that guy protesting. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Hooah!
Yep. What's this next one, JT?
Well, this next story here, we're going to take a trip. We're going to go from Florida.
Florida?
All the way up to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay, the cheese state.
Yes, sir. They love to pack their cheese. They do.
They really do.
Where we had a driver try to do something very unique in order to get out of his encounter with the police. And if I read the sheet correctly, the story is also courtesy of Nakaya.
It is.
There you go. Credit where credit is due.
Yes.
This is very interesting. When the sheriff's deputy asked to see some identification during a traffic stop, my mistake. The article came out of Wisconsin, but the actual happening happened outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota, on Friday.
Oh.
On Friday, March 24th, a deputy did a traffic stop, and the driver handed him this card along with his driver's license. The Chisago County Sheriff's Office wrote in a Facebook post, including a picture of the pink Monopoly get out of jail free card.
Which is true. It's
right.
True.
Captain Andrew Mahwald of the Chisco County Sheriff's Office. Get me once, it's on me. Get me twice, I give up. Told Next Star the driver had been stopped after one of the department's deputies spotted him for speeding through Franconia Township before he produced the card. The deputy and the team behind the CCSO's Facebook account later had a big laugh about it. Quote, unfortunately, the state of Minnesota does not recognize this as a valid document. However, he does receive points for effort and humor, though. Despite not recognizing the document, Captain Mahwald confirmed the driver was, quote, issued a verbal warning and allowed.
There's 3.
And he was aroused to leave. Yeah, he was allowed to leave.
That was
Facebook
great.
users commenting on CCSO's post were tickled by the incident, with many theorizing about the driver had been carrying the card around for years, waiting for the perfect time to use it. And Cat, if you knock over my monitor, I will kick your ass.
Yeah, Cat, get out of there.
My monitor's moving back and forth on me while I'm trying to read. It's your fault I'm screwing up. Anyway.
Oh, sure.
Well, I would
blame the
laugh
cat.
if they had a wallet full of Monopoly money to pay their fines, one user joked.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
And all of you can kiss my ass.
Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate it. See, the good thing is you can always just fast forward and then you'll see the clip that and just, there you go. It's awesome sauce. Oh my God. Yeah, listen, I'm going to give this guy an A for effort because
yes, most definitely.
that alone is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Definitely.
It really is. Like you can't plan that any better.
Right.
Yep.
And I would agree with the commenters who were saying, you know, he probably, how long has he had that sitting in his wall? And it does look rather faded in the picture.
It does. It does. But again, I give him credit because that's impressive. It really is. That is impressive. You know? I mean, you can't get any better than that, you know? Until you go to Florida. Until you go to Florida. And, you know, we were, I believe we had an issue with an alligator last week.
I think so. I think so.
Well, we got another issue with an alligator this week.
Damn it. Freaking alligators, man. They're ruining things. They're why we can't have nice things.
Yep. This, I believe, was also given to us by Lady Death. Because I was going to show it last week, but we had everything packed and ready to go. You know, it was a full show. Police wrestle with alligator roaming neighborhood. Yes, there is video. And yes, it's a big alligator.
Yes, he is. Not a happy one either.
No. He's whew. And unfortunately there's no sound to it, so you know, it's just the video, but look at the size of that thing. 9-foot alligator was just found roaming the streets near a neighborhood. 9 feet long.
It's like you and me laid feet to head.
Yeah, just about. Just about. 9 feet. That thing is massive. I would not want to mess with that no matter what. But then again,
Echo says that.
My thing is, and I've seen alligator feedings on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they just give it a frickin' chicken so they can tie its mouth shut afterward?
Right, yeah, because they chomp on it a couple of times, but then they hold it in so they can swallow it. And then,
They don't regurgitate it or anything.
No.
But the fact that the police had to sit and wrestle this thing.
Well, I think they have a special police or a special training course for like Florida and Texas and stuff like that on how to handle nuisance alligators.
Yes. Yes.
Echo said that Nakaya really had a lot of free time last week.
Yeah. I'm guessing Rose put his soda in the fridge. But he does say that the poor thing does look terrified. Yeah, it kind of does, but he also looks pissed.
Well, I don't know if there is much of a difference between pissed and terrified when it comes to a gator.
Yeah, no, it's pissed. Just run. Just run. Because damn.
I mean, either way, them freaking teeth are going to come at you, and that,
Chompy,
Yeah.
chompy.
So, where did this story take
This
place
was
there, big guy?
Tampa. This was Tampa.
Tampa, out of Tampa. Well, from Tampa, we're going to go up to Collier County, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where a Florida man found stuck inside a porta potty was arrested on drug charges after deputies found him screaming for help.
This was given to us by Ratchet.
There you go.
And,
Thank you, Ratchet.
And this is right up Mr. Bunky's alley.
Yeah.
Right up his alley. Hands
Ba-dum-bum.
down, no joke. Oh yeah, no, it's nope.
Echo says, I don't know if I want to hear the rest of this story. Oh, plug your ears then, pal. According to WBBH, deputies of the Collier County Sheriff's Office were called after reports of a suspicious person and someone shouting. When a deputy arrived, a man could be heard yelling loudly. As the deputy got closer, she could hear the screams and saw a foot sticking out of the bottom of the porta potty.
How does one get stuck in it?
Well, I'm wondering how his foot went through the bottom of the porta potty.
Good point.
Yeah. The deputy was able to get the man out of the bathroom and identified him as 34-year-old James Goose.
Oh, Goose.
Gousse, by the way.
Yeah.
Deputy said that Goose told them that he had gotten his foot stuck in the door after Maverick left him behind.
Maverick!
According to WBBH, once the deputy opened the bathroom door, they found a baggie with a powdery substance, which later tested positive for, any guesses?
Meth.
Fentanyl. As well as a syringe. And Goose now faces 2 drug charges.
All I can think of is this. It's really all I can think of. Goose. Maverick! Goose!
Talk to me, Goose.
Don't bust the tower. We don't want you to bust the tower.
The Talk to Me Goose was from Top Gun 2, by the way.
I mean, come on. It's just like... Why? Oh, Sammy's got to go. Look at that. We're talking about so much poop, he's got to go.
He has to bio.
I got bio. Your daughter came back in. She says, not going to lie, I just took a nap. I'm sorry we bored you to sleep.
No, at least she woke up and, we was still on the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And Weston Echo says he took acid and had his own shit to talk to him. Yeah. You know what? I can picture that.
There was some talking back any damn way.
You remember? You remember? I remember.
Yeah. There was something talking back, and he didn't like that conversation.
I remember. Well, this next and last one was also given to us by Ratchet. And, Ratchet, I'm not going to lie, man. You found some good ones. Found
Yes, you
some
did.
good ones.
And so did Nakaya.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. But I always give credit where credit's due for her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, allow me to introduce you to Jason Stahl. Jason Stahl. There he is, folks. Jason Stahl. Florida man charged for throwing hot dog at St. Pete officer. Yes, you heard me right, folks. This gentleman that you see right above my head is from Newport Richey. It seems like we've got a lot of people from Newport Richey today. Was arrested
Does seem that way.
on a felony charge Saturday after authorities said he threw a hot dog at an officer who was warning him of violating a city ordinance. Officers said Jason Stahl, 47 in Newport Richey, ignored the warnings and continued to sell hot dogs in the roadway Saturday around 12 a.m. after his street closure permit ended. Ruh-roh, folks.
Folks, when they tell you to stop and you don't stop,
right?
There's more than likely going to be consequences.
True, very true. Stoll was asked to put the hot dog down, but authorities said he continued to his attempt to sell it. He then became extremely upset before he intentionally threw the hot dog at the officer. The officer was in full police uniform at the time of the incident. Stoll was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence. If convicted, he could face up to a minimum of 3 years in jail.
What did he throw at you? Do I really have to say?
Throw a hot dog.
He threw his wiener at me.
Threw a hot dog.
He threw his wiener.
Western Echo, you are so quick. It's great.
My daughter wonders if it had ketchup and mustard on it too.
That's a very good question. They don't actually go into that detail. I kind of wish they did.
Maybe a little relish, some onions, Yeah.
I kind of wish they did. But Western Echo is very, very quick. So for those that are not in our Twitch chat and you're watching online or anything like that on Facebook and you can't see it, I will show you the picture because I can. Because it fits. It fits. You saw who the person was. Well, here is Dennis Carradine, who played one of the robbers in Spider-Man. Looks very similar, not gonna lie.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, it looks very, very similar. So that, my friends, is our I Can't Believe I Read That for this week. If you have a contender, send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our I Can't Believe I Read That Discord channel, and we will use it for the show and give credit where credit is due. Clearly, because that's how we roll. Yes, that's how we roll.
Very bumpily.
Very bumpily all the time. It's
very bumpily.
It's what we do, folks. What we do. Oh, man. Shit like that. It's just funny.
Just makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. It makes you things that make you go, and then of course you're at the same point you're like, yeah, no.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, not really.
No. It doesn't surprise me anymore. This stuff does not surprise me anymore. It should. But
well, I mean, we've been doing this for 10 plus years, so we have become a little I don't want to say jaded.
Yeah, no,
but I mean, we've built up a little bit of a kind of an immunity to it.
Yeah.
So it definitely takes a lot to really get our attention and go, wait, what? What?
It's kind of like a vaccine. We've given ourselves
Kind of.
Yeah, you know, you're right. We are the man in black from Princess Bride. We've been doing this so long that we've built up an immunity to iocane. Western Echo says we're not immune, we're numb. There's a difference. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I can't either. Now, I was thinking of the right word, and numb was just too easy. You know.
I mean, it fits.
It does. Oh, completely. 100% it fits.
It does fit.
Definitely numb.
Especially when we get into our next one. Because the next one, oh man. Oh boy. Our next one is interesting to say the least. But let's just do it.
We might as well just pull off the Band-Aid.
Idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the Dumbass of the Week.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. You dumbasses. 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes! That is the one that got through. It is now time for the Dumbass of the Week, where we take all those wonderful people and we bring that one special person to the forefront. The person that we label the Darwin Award winner. It's the Dumbass of the Week. If you have a contender, make sure you send it to us. The Dumbass, that's the old email. accidentalpunch@gmail.com. Yes, accidentalpunch@gmail.com. Put Dumbass of the Week in the subject line. Tell us who you are. Put the link to the video or article, and we will use it for the show. It's real simple, real easy. This week, oh boy, given to us by our very own JT Hollis. Oh yes.
Who?
You, my friend.
Me?
You.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
How'd that happen?
I think you found it and went, here, it's possible, dumbass. And I went, okay. And I put it on the prep sheet.
Well, it was one of those, I didn't know if you had one yet, so I said, well, I'll throw it his way. If he doesn't want it for dumbass, we can just do it for a regular story.
I had a few of them, and that was the one that I'm like, yeah, no, you know what? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Allow me to introduce you to this gentleman right here. Yes, you see him there first. That, my friends.
Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adams. Oh my God.
A little chubbier, but it's still Grizzly Adams.
Well, this is Christopher Gamby. Gamby. Yes. 51 of South Bend. Right in your neck of the
right
woods,
outside it? 5 minutes down the road.
Well, as you can see from the two photos above our heads, he was a suspected drunk driver. And he was arrested.
What made him suspect he was drunk?
Oh, well, nope. Suspected drunk driver. Yes. But what happened was he hit a squad car, as you can see from the broken mirror, and he kept driving.
Hit and run. Okay.
Not only did he keep driving, but he stopped at a wonderful, wonderful liquor store. Yep.
I'm losing my buzz. Hang on, officer.
Yep. Yep. While the officer in question that arrested him, he was assisting another officer at a traffic stop, and he kept going after he hit the squad car and didn't stop until he parked in the parking lot of a nearby liquor store, and Gamby failed multiple field sobriety tests, and he was taken into custody. Woo.
We needed video. We needed video for that.
I wish that they would release Dash and chest cam videos of this shit, because they could be making so much money that they could be donating to like the PBA and whatnot, for, or other organizations that help raise money for police officers and their families of fallen police officers. They could be making so much money with this. Like this right here is the perfect way to show things. And it would work great.
Well, I mean, as an example, you remember I used to talk about the show Live PD all the time. Well, it's now called On Patrol Live.
Yep.
They finally brought it back. And there was one this past weekend. Cop was behind a car pulled over, right? Didn't have his flashing lights on, but car pulled over. Lady got out of the passenger side, almost like a Chinese fire drill at a stoplight.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. But the guy that got out of the driver's seat could barely walk his happy ass around the car and get into the driver's side. So, needless to say, they got pulled over.
Awesomer. I'm okay.
And the 2 tests that he did on him were, we could have made some money.
Oh, hands down.
They were quite funny.
Hands down. Western Echo says the drawback is you start releasing those videos and they will trend and become a TikTok challenge. More fodder for us. And I mean that in the very
but
nicest way possible.
more wrecks and death on the streets.
True. However,
Coin toss.
There's a reason that Gen Xers did not need a warning label of "Do not try this at home." We were smart enough.
Is that back then people knew how to use common freaking sense?
Listen, back then we had the Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner to show us what not to do.
Right.
Simple as that. This idiot clearly needed a refill.
Yeah, he was definitely he was losing his buzz, and he needed more alcohol.
I can walk straight, and I promise I can. It'll be simple. I drove here, didn't I?
I'm curious.
I drove here, didn't I?
See, thanks to Tank, now I'm curious.
Oh boy, I don't want to know. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. So that, my friends, is this week's Dumbass of the Week. If you have a contender, make sure you send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. Real simple, real easy. Yes. Western Echo says, my friends and I used to run across Belt Parkway. I'm not sure about that Gen Xers having common sense thing. Listen, we just didn't care. That's the biggest thing. We didn't care.
We knew what the possibilities were of what could happen if said stunt failed.
Yes. Which is why we timed it perfectly and played real life Frogger. Because that's really what it was. It was real life Frogger.
Exactly.
Anybody says anything differently, they're lying. We knew that if we didn't get to the other side before that Mack truck came in the third lane, squish.
They were going to be cleaning us up like they did Frogger.
Squish, splatter, grossness.
Massive sadness all around.
Be a reality. Let's see. Big Tank says, can't release body footage without clearance and approval from the Con or Hello lawsuit. No, you're wrong. You are wrong. They can release it.
In some cases.
They can release it. So here's the thing about body cam footage. And this goes for pretty much anything that's out there. Even though it's body cam footage and you're showing information, you're showing video, you're showing the truth of what happens with certain stops and everything, that, my friend, is still one of those things that anybody can ask for. And the reason that they can ask for it is unless it has to do with an investigation that is a huge, major crime, like a murder spree or something. That's a different story. But otherwise, exactly, Freedom of Information Act. You have every right to ask for that video. I can say to a police station of, let's say, somebody who gets pulled over, I would like this footage. I'm a journalist. I'm researching this for the story that I'm working on. Okay. And that's where a lot of these people that come in doing the, and I know you guys have seen it all over the place. You've seen these people who are doing the audit of the auditors, police audits, freedom of information, freedom to film. You can do stuff like that. Yes. It's the what is it? The First Amendment auditors, I believe. And some
Freedom of Information Act.
And some of them, don't get me wrong, some of them are, out there. But
that's a nice way of putting it.
All in all, you have to understand your First Amendment right. You can film. You can absolutely film stuff like that. Hands down. They cannot tell you, no, you can't do that. Now, is it better if they get permission? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And according to Western Echo, body cam public access varies by state. It certainly does. Yep. It certainly does.
That's just like gun carry laws vary by state and, all that good crap. So,
but again, the Freedom of Information Act, you can actually ask for that footage. Yeah. It's like the police officers who were killed in October right down the road from my house. In theory, we can ask for that. They can deny it because it's still an ongoing investigation. They haven't released anything pertaining to that. So it's a fine line. It's a real fine line. Yeah. People do not have to sign off on that. Now, if your likeness is being used in a different way, bashing, stuff like that, yeah, lawsuit, hands down. But that wouldn't be for us because we are technically journalists. We're showing what's happening and then we're commenting on it. So there's a thin line there. And that, you got to remember that thin line. Freedom of Information Act, First Amendment rights, freedom of speech. It's all there. It's all there. It sucks sometimes, but yeah, it's all there. So thin line. You don't want to say no. You don't want to cross that line. Like filming on government property. It's technically public property. You can go in a post office and film in there. Yeah. But like Sammy said, it's all about how it's used. All about how it's used. Which is true. Speaking of things getting used, I feel used. Which means we got to get out of here. Great segue, right?
Used and abused and put away wet.
Yes. JT, my friend, let's say goodbye to everybody. Go for it.
Bye. If you want to follow me, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. To follow the music on Facebook, it is facebook.com/JT Hollis fan page. On the interwebs, jthollismusic.com. For the woodworking, facebook.com/veteran garden deco. And on the interwebs, it is vgdshop.com.
That's right. You can also follow me on all of the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook. We're all there. Yes, we're all there. At The Sully Show on Facebook, at Accidental Punch on Facebook, Twitter, same thing, at The Sully Show, at Accidental Punch, YouTube, at Accidental Punch, and of course, The Sully Show on TikTok with underscores as spaces because they couldn't combine the words. I don't know why, but yeah, it is what it is. We are live every Tuesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Accidental Punch TV. Don't forget, Mandalorian Chapter 22, I believe, is out tomorrow on Disney+. Give it a watch, and we'll be live on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for 2 Ewoks in the Park. Don't forget, I want everybody to have a happy Easter. Doesn't matter your religion. We'll be live next week. Stick around for a raid. Bye, guys.
Screw you guys. I'm getting him.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you! Hey, y'all, you gotta explain to me how to use that FOIA stuff because I want to know what the hell this guy was drinking that was so good that he had to drive drunk to go get some more.
Well, that, my friends, is in fact the end of the show. I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of it, commenting in the chat room, and sticking around for the whole 2 hours. I do hope that we were able to let you forget about life for a while and get Western Echo drunk, because that's really our goal. I mean, he's only had 5, so I'm wondering if we can get him to do 7 or 8. He's going to need them next week, that's for sure. Don't forget, next week we're going to be doing our wonderful, yes, I'm saying wonderful, blind flavored soda taste test.
So you're trying to psych yourself out.
Oh, yes. No, not psych myself out. Psych up. I'm going to psych myself up. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready. It's going to be wonderful. We are going to do a raid, so please stick around, give some love to people. Let's see, who is on tonight? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Moon Baby 88, she's on tonight. She's playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So let's go give her some lovin's. Let's go give her some lovin's because, hey, let's face it, it's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. So let's go raid her channel. Again, use the Accidental Punch logos with Punchers Unite in the middle and give some love. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. We don't like being dumb.
Don't be a douche.
Don't be a douche. Give some love. Tell Moon Baby that Sully and JT say hi. And help support her out. Watch for a little bit and use Punchers Unite. We will see you guys next week. Have a happy Easter. And we'll see you on Monday for 2 Ewoks in the Park. Have a great night, everybody. Here we go. It's raid time. Boom.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, folks. Bye-bye, folks. We're going to see you later. Because that's what we do. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rating now.